Please.
Miss.
Please take your seat.
Ms. Catalan, for the information of everyone and the chair of this honorable committee, siya po yung isa sa mga pumirma as the head of the accounting department unit.
Comsec, nakapag-out na po ba si Miss Catalan? Ma'am? Miss Catalan, nakapag-out na po ba kayo? Last hearing, nakapag-out na? Okay. Yes, please continue, Congressman Paduano.
Ma'am, are you still with the DepEd?
Yes, Your Honor.
And please tell us about your present position in DepEd.
I've been the chief accountant since 2010
Until now. So, you're aware of this liquidation report that was submitted by COA to this committee. And your name was affixed in this liquidation report. And you have a signature on this liquidation report.
Yes, sir.
So you're aware.
I am aware of the face copy of the liquidation report, but the supporting documents were not presented to me.
So it was not presented to you, you just signed it?
It was,
You're the chief accountant?
yes, sir, but it was just a formality that it should be covered by a liquidation report. But
No, but supposedly you're the chief accountant, you have checks.
circular, sir, it was stated that the liquidation report plus the supporting documents shall be submitted by the disbursing officer direct to the ICPAO without any presentation to the chief accountant.
Yung ICPAO po, saan po department under yun?
COA, yung Intelligence and Audit Office ng Intelligence and Confidential Funds.
COA, do you confirm it?
CR break lang po si Atty. Tamora, sir.
So, okay, I will wait for Atty. Zamora. So, ma'am, are you telling this committee na ministerial lang yung sa'yo?
Come again, sir.
Are you telling us na ministerial lang po kayo? Pumirma kayo dito without looking at the liquidation?
Honestly, yes, sir. I will say yes.
Oh, di may problema. Because if ever a case will be filed against dito po sa liquidation na may problema, pumirma ka dito, di part ka ng case.
But then again, sir, under the joint circular, it was clearly stated that the documents and supporting documents to the liquidation report shall be directly submitted to the COA. And it means that it will not pass through the accounting.
Oh, GMC, COA, pakicheck nga, shall.
Mr. Chair, with indulgence of
Congressman Acop, you're recognized.
Madam Accountant, mukhang mali yata. If you read the joint circular, there's a provision there. Teka, hanapin ko. Kasi may kopya ko nun eh. Nakalagay doon, under paragraph 4.16, in case of misuse of the intelligence or confidential fund, and depending on the participation in the transaction, the budget officer, chief accountant, the treasurer, and the project officer may likewise be held accountable with the special dispersing officer. So you can be accountable, madam. It's a provision of the joint circular.
But then again, Your Honors, per provision 6.1.8.4, it was stated that the supporting document should be submitted by the, no, it's not. So sorry, again.
Mali yung binabasa mo? 6.1.8.4?
My apologies, sir.
Oh, kasi mali eh.
Okay.
I have a copy of your circular here. Binabasa ko nga eh.
So it was under 6.2, the liquidation of the cash advance. It was stated under 6.2.2, all cash advances for CF and IF shall be liquidated within 30 days after every quarter and from the approved date, target date of completion. Submission of the liquidation report duly signed by the head of agency or SDO, approved by the head of the agency, together with the supporting documents under section 6.2.3 hereof and listed in the covering transmittal letter of the LR. This shall be submitted directly to the ICPAO in a sealed envelope with a visible label confidential for ICPAO only through any of the following: registered mail courier and authorized licensed officers. So under this provision, it was clearly stated or implied that the documents didn't pass through or were not reviewed by the accounting office.
So how do you reconcile that with the paragraph 4.16? Sige nga, kasi ni-excuse mo yung sarili mo because of a provision of the circular, but the same circular says that you can be accountable. How do you reconcile that?
It could be stated here, sir, but honestly, And as I didn't, it was not presented really to the accounting office, the supporting documents.
Hindi po yun ang tinatanong ko, madam. Ang tinatanong ko po, dinidepensa mo yung sarili mo using a provision of the circular, but the same circular states na ikaw ay accountable. How do you reconcile that? Kasi nasa akin yung kopya ng circular ninyo, ng COA, eh. Kaya nga ako nag-intervene dahil ini-excuse mo yung sarili mo sa liability. Pero the circular says that you can be liable. Diba? Yeah? You read 4.16. Wala pa yung COA, eh.
May we know from the representative of COA to be clarified as on the matter?
Your Honor, based on the documents from our confidential team, the liquidation report that was signed by Ms. Catalan, certified supporting documents complete and proper as the accounting unit. But then, if looking at the joint circular, it's stated there that the liquidation report in Annex E should be signed by the SDO, the accounting unit or the SDO, meaning SDO Special Disbursing Officer who was given the cash advance of the confidential fund, the Special Disbursing Officer. So if she was not the SDO,
Ano po yung sinicertify ng accountant?
when she signed the liquidation report of the 37.5,
Certifying that?
the supporting documents complete and proper.
So, paano po ninyo sasabihin na complete kung hindi naman niya nakita? Could you please clarify us? Paano niya sasabihin na complete ang isang dokumento kung hindi naman niya nakita yung loob?
Ms.
Parang
Catalan,
hindi po yata match.
Honor, it has to be Ms. Catalan who will answer such.
Ma'am, how can you certify something as complete and proper if you did not verify what is the content of the document?
Sir, it is a standard procedure that every liquidation document should be covered by a signed
No, but
liquidation.
that is common sense eh.
Yes, sir.
Paano po kayo magsicertify ng isang dokumento na complete and proper nang hindi nyo nakita? Hindi po ba kayo nagtaka na nagsicertify kayo ng isang dokumento na complete and proper pero hindi nyo naman nakikita yung laman ng loob?
Unfortunately, that was the case, sir.
Did you bother to ask the legal department or the COA na bakit kailangan dumaan pa po sa inyo? Bakit nyo kailangan i-certify ang isang bagay nang hindi ninyo ini-inspeksyon o tinitingnan?
It was one of the requirements, sir, and I was made to sign that document, unfortunately.
Chairman, ako rin I ask...
Congressman Paduano,
Yes, thank you,
please
Chairman.
continue.
And I asked Ms. Catalan, yung tenure of office niya since 2010 pa. And I think they're doing it since then without checking the liquidation report. And ano po, pumirma lang. But ma'am, eto ngayon nandito sa akin yung GMC, yung binasa mo is 4.2. Eto mama, yung 6.3.3. Eto specific mandate of each and every officials is covered by this GMC. Eto, 6.3.3. The agency accountant. It's you, ma'am. Tama? And look at 6.3.3D, paragraph D. You are mandated to submit all disbursement vouchers for cash advance for intelligence and confidential activities / projects, with complete required supporting documents within 7 working days from release of the check. Oh. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na you're not accountable. Hindi mo rin pwedeng sabihin na diretsong ibigay sa COA. Because malinaw po sa mandate mo that you have to submit disbursement vouchers, confidential activities and projects with complete required supporting documents. Oh, within 7 days.
Can I respond, Your Honor? The 6.1.8.4 pertains to the pre-audit of the cash advance.
I'm telling about no. That is not 6.8.4. I'm saying about the 6.3.3D.
6.3.
Inconsistent with the provision that was read by Chairman Akop. Your mandate. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, it is on record that that the chief accountant of the DepEd never bothered to check the liquidation report. He just signed it without looking at the details of such report. And it is a record, Mr. Chairman.
May I respond, Your Honor? This is the first time that we have encountered cash advances for confidential fund. But for the regular cash advances for regular funds, we always ensure that the documents attached to the liquidation of the cash advances were complete. But again, for this is the first time that we have encountered these cash advances for confidential fund, and the procedure seems quite different, actually and honestly.
But of course, you have the Joint Memorandum Circular, and there's a provision with regards to the mandate of the chief accountant, the SDO, and all other officials of the agency. Malinaw po yun, ma'am. So, I think once again, Mr. Chairman, it's like to put on record na inamin po ng chief accountant ng DepEd na she never bothered to check the authenticity, the correctness of such liquidation report, Mr. Chairman.
Sir,
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am, please.
May I correct the word not bothered? That I did not bother to check the completeness of the documents. During that time, no matter how, maybe this is the first time ngayon may cash advance ng confidential fund, but I was made to sign it. So,
You were made to sign it by whom?
because it is a requirement that the liquidation should be covered by the liquidation voucher.
What is this, ma'am? That is your mandate. And
Yes.
your statement that you signed it without looking at the details, di ba? And that is on record.
Yes, sir, it was,
O ano ngayon yung gusto mong i-explain?
sir, I'm trying to explain that it was stated sa joint circular that it seems or implied that the documents, supporting documents, should be directly submitted to COA in sealed envelope.
And that is your interpretation, ma'am, that we have read the GMC.
Yes, sir.
O now,
Oh.
what? Are you telling this representation that I'm wrong? And Chairman Akop?
No, sir, my apologies if you haven't misinterpreted what I'm trying to explain.
No, I didn't misinterpreted you. You're telling me that my statement is not correct.
No, sir, I'm not saying, I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm trying to explain on why I signed that liquidation.
Oh, tell you to sign the document.
uh,
Are you forced to sign the document?
Not really forced, but I was
Not really.
requested to sign the document.
Oh, you signed the document, but you never bothered to read this mandate of yours?
Ma'am, who ordered you to sign the document? Who ordered you to sign the document?
Not really ordered, but I was requested by,
Yes, who requested you to sign the document?
by ASEC Shine Paharda.
Sino po?
Si Assistant Secretary Shine Paharda.
Sunshine Paharda.
ASIC, sa anong department po?
Department of Education po.
Ano, specific na ano niya, position?
Office ng Secretary.
The office of the secretary. But he was not the signatory of this document, di ba? Only her husband. Tama?
It was,
Edward Farda signed it. BP signed it, and you signed it. But you were requested by Ms. Farda?
yes, sir.
Oh, Mr. Chairman, all the more that we have to, Ms. Sanjay Farda should be present in the next hearing. Para po patutunahanan yung statement ni Ms. Catalan. Sabi na natin, you were requested to sign it. So why did you sign it? As per request of Ms. Farda?
Yes, Your Honor, because it is needed as a covering letter or covering document to the liquidation documents, supporting documents.
Oo nga, pero sabi ko na nga, kaya ang statement ko kanina, you don't have bother to check. Pumirma ka lang. Di ba? No, it's either it's your lapse or you were forced to sign it without checking all those liquidation report. Di ba, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
O, ano bang tama? Nagkamali ka lang. Nakaligtaan mo i-check or you were forced to sign it without checking the liquidation report?
It's hindi po nakaligtaan, but it is a needed document in the submission of the liquidation.
Of course, I know it. It is needed you have to sign it. But ang question is, siyempre accountable ka, ma'am, because of your mandate and your position, di ba? Now, sabi ko na, nakaligtaan mo or you were forced?
I was requested, sir.
Hindi nga. Saan ba? Nakaligtaan mo or you were requested? You were requested na firmahan ka agad without checking the liquidation report?
Yes, sir.
O, di, Mr. Chairman, again, kung anong word kang gamitin, requested ba or she was forced to sign it without checking the liquidation report, ganun pa rin yun. Di ba? Ganun pa rin yun.
Ma'am, meron po akong isang tanong. Nakakatanggap po ba kayo ng envelope kay ASEC Paharda? Yung totoo po, ma'am. Remember, you're under oath. Aside from your allowance, from your regular budget, nakakatanggap po ba kayo ng envelope just like you, Sec Mercado, and Director Osias from ASEC Paharda.
Yes, sir.
Magkakano?
Minimal amount lang po.
Which is, how much po?
It's not even,
Magkano po?
it's 25,000.
25,000. How many times po? If you could recall.
9?
Ilan?
9 times.
9 times. From what month up to what month? Let me guess. From February to September?
I think so, sir.
So, nung September po, tumigil na.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just like Yusek Mercado. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, thank you po.
Mr. Chairman, lastly, I'd just like to manifest, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, kaya last
Yes.
lang po. Ma'am, actually, ma'am, talagang naawa din ako sa inyo. Kasi, tingnan mo, accountable ka dito. Sabi mo kanina, ni-request ka. Pero ang labas pa rin, ganun eh. You were requested, but tapos, medyo kalakaran na may lagayan sa loob. Kaya nga ako, ma'am, I want to just express my sympathy to you. Naawa talaga kami sa inyo. Napipilitan yung pirmahan yung isang bagay na hindi tama. Ngayon kung may kaso, pag lumabas yung NDA, yung finality nun, tatamaan kayo dyan. Ano po, ako, Mr. Chairman, sabi ko nga, naawa lang ako dito sa mga officials ng DepEd. Pag ganito yung kalakaran. Ngayon, dalawa na. Baka sunod, hindi lang dalawa. Di ba? Kaya, Mr. Chairman, at least ngayon, umamin na si ma'am. Tama na ako. Okay na ako, Chairman. Thank you.
You received an envelope 9 times, am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that not a form of pressure?
Honestly, sir, the first time I met or I talked with...
Have you ever asked, why are you being given an envelope?
Yes, sir. I asked her. But
What was the answer?
it's just an allowance from the Vice President.
Was
It
that?
was just an allowance from the Vice President. Actually, I asked allowance.
Is that liquidated, or is that recorded, or is just given to you? Because it's a bit different when you say allowance and it's just an envelope given to you. Am I right?
Sir, the first time I received it, I honestly asked Shine, Ma'am, is it part of the confidential fund? Sabi niya, no, it was just an allowance from the Vice President. So, for me, honestly, I received it knowing that it is not part of the
Who gave you
confidential
that? Who gave you the envelope?
ASEC, Sunshine Baharda.
Who requested you to sign the accounting report?
It was also ASEC Shine Baharda.
Therefore, if it was Asrek Paharda who requested you, as you said, to sign, and she is also the one that gave you the envelopes, would you not think that it's a form of pressure on your part? Come on, but please tell us the truth here. Because look, I think you know what I mean, isn't it? I do not think that you are going to receive envelopes from the same person that requested you without you realizing the pressure of signing it. Mr. Talan.
Your Honor, at the first giving of the envelope, I honestly asked ASIC Shine if it is part of the confidential fund. Sabi niya, hindi, this is just an allowance from the secretary. So I trusted her word for that. And without any thinking, it was really part of the confidential fund, honestly on my part. So I received it honestly on my part without any, it was part of the confidential fund.
I'm saying this to you because alam mo, talagang my heart goes out to you, Mr. Talan. You know, I think it would be best that in your own heart, you have been pressured because you received the envelopes. They're not only being requested, you have been pressured because you received envelopes thinking that they are just allowances, but you know it is never recorded. It is not part of the budget that was given to the OVP or the Secretary of Education. It's not part. Did you sign a voucher for it?
No, Your Honor.
See? I mean, so what I'm saying is this. Those 9 envelopes you received is a form of pressure on your part or on the part of the same person that asked you to sign. Ms. Catalan. Am I right? Yes or no? No. Yes or no?
Maybe, Your Honor.
No, it's not maybe. It's yes, isn't it? Am I right?
Maybe, Your Honor.
Am I pressuring you now? Am I pressuring you now?
I'm so nervous right now, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair.
The Chair would like to recognize the presence of the Honorable June Casidre, the Deputy Majority Leader from Timog Party List.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
this will
Congressman
be my
Eduardo.
last manifestation, Mr. Chairman. Just I want to put in the record that in today's hearing, Ms. Catalan, the head chief accountant of DepEd, admitted that indeed he was, as the term being used by her, is being requested to sign. But of course, tumanggap din po ng extra si Ms. Catalan. Now, but in the previous hearing, Mr. Chairman, I just want to put in the record that it is not only Catalan na tumanggap ng Sobre. Attorney Restiwas,
But per joint series